Senju Clan is one of the most renowned clans of the Hidden Leaf, often referred to as the Senju of the Forest. During the Warring States period, they were in constant conflict with the Uchiha, but ultimately prevailed, forged an alliance, and laid the foundation for the village's creation. As descendants of the Sage of Six Paths, the Senju were an elite clan composed of exceptionally powerful shinobi. The exact abilities of the Senju have never been explicitly confirmed, but most members possessed immense chakra reserves, thanks to their extraordinary physical vitality. In the original work, it was mentioned that the ancestors of the Senju were granted life force and physical energy by the Sage of Six Paths, indicating that chakra and stamina were their primary weapons. As for Mokuton, wood release, only Hashirama could wield it, leading fans to debate whether it was a Kekkei Genkai of the Senju or a unique mutation exclusive to him. It is more likely that Mokuton originated from tailed beast power, rather than being an inherited trait of the entire clan. The Senju were not bound to a single technique. Instead, they were distinguished by their ability to learn and master a wide variety of jutsu. From Hashirama's Mokuton and Sage Mode, Tobirama's Water Release and Edo Tensei, to Tsunade's Creation Rebirth, all of these demonstrate the clan's diverse arsenal. Their adaptability, combined with near-limitless stamina, became their ultimate weapon. Among the Senju, Hashirama stands as the clan's strongest member, the god of shinobi. His overwhelming power allowed him to control tailed beasts and even defeat Madara with a complete Susanoo, an achievement almost beyond belief. Thanks to Hashirama, the Hidden Leaf thrived and laid the foundation for future generations of heroes. The Akimichi Clan, also from the Hidden Leaf, is one of the three pillars of the Ino-Shika-Cho alliance. They are often physically large, with calm and gentle personalities. The secret to the Akimichi's power lies in their hereditary technique, the ability to convert calories into combat energy. This enables them to use techniques such as Baika no Jutsu, expansion jutsu, enlarging their bodies to enhance strength and destructive capability. However, maintaining this power requires storing an enormous amount of calories beforehand. Remember when Choji activated his Chocho mode and noticeably slimmed down after battle? If their energy runs out mid-fight, they must replenish immediately or risk total exhaustion. A key limitation, similar to Sage mode, is that the Akimichi cannot absorb natural energy during combat, making this a significant weakness. The clan's strongest ninja is undoubtedly Choji. He awakened and activated the Super Expansion mode without the aid of the clan's pills. Previously in Part 1, when defending against Sasuke at the prison facility, Choji had to take 3 pills, red, curry yellow, and spicy green, to access Super Mode. Yet by the 4th Great Ninja War, through the Edo Tensei arc, Choji had awakened and could use Super Mode unaided. With the Super Expansion Jutsu, he was even able to suppress the Ten Tails, proving his power far surpassed the rest of his clan. Furthermore, when activating Super Mode, Choji sprouted butterfly wings, allowing him to fly, showing that the Akimichi did not rely solely on brute strength, but also possessed remarkable mobility. Based on the manga's depiction, Choji rightfully stands as the strongest ninja in the clan's history. The Nara Clan is another prominent clan of the Hidden Leaf. The Nara are renowned for their intellect. Shikamaru, for instance, has an IQ over 200, and their hereditary shadow manipulation technique. By linking their shadow with an opponent's, they can immobilize their movements. While seemingly simple, the technique is highly sophisticated. Variations such as the shadow neckbind not only restrain, but can also cause physical damage. When combined with genius-level intellect, as seen in Shikamaru, these techniques enable flawless strategies, meticulous planning, overwhelming tactical control, and precise execution to defeat enemies. However, shadow techniques do have drawbacks. In the battle against Hidan and Kakuzu, Shikamaru exhausted his chakra, demonstrating that the technique consumes more energy than one might expect. Thus, it is less suited for prolonged combat and is typically used to hold enemies in place so allies can deliver the finishing blow. The clan's strongest ninja is considered to be Shikaku Nara. During the 4th Great Ninja War, he served as the brain of the entire allied shinobi forces, and even Raikage acknowledged his strategies. In peacetime, Shikaku represented the Hidden Leaf at the Great Daimyo Council, showing the absolute trust placed in him. Although Shikaku did not have many combat scenes, his intellect and immense respect within the village make him one of the most influential figures of his era. The Yamanaka Clan is one of the key clans of the Hidden Leaf village. Alongside the Akimichi and Nara clans, they serve as a cornerstone in intelligence and communication. The Yamanaka's greatest strength lies in their supportive abilities. A prime example is the mind-body switch technique, which allows them to transfer their consciousness into an enemy's body, an invaluable tool for reconnaissance and espionage. They can also employ mental techniques to transmit information across wide ranges, and Ino has even demonstrated the ability to read an opponent's memories, proving highly effective for interrogation. By the Boruto era, Ino's sensory skills had evolved to the point of covering the entire village, a feat that left many in awe. During the 4th Great Ninja War, without Inoichi and Ino's use of Shindenshin, a technique for transmitting chakra and thoughts, the allied shinobi forces would have struggled to share information and unify their command. Even Naruto's message and will would have been difficult to spread. The Yamanaka clan's role in warfare was undeniably crucial. However, their focus lies almost exclusively in support, with little direct offensive power. While the mind-body switch technique could theoretically be weaponized as a mental attack, no such use is shown in the original story. Moreover, since the technique detaches the soul from the body, the user's true form becomes completely vulnerable, posing a significant risk. For this reason, the Yamanaka shine brightest in group combat, but are ill-suited for one-on-one duels. The strongest member of the clan was Yamanaka Inoichi. During the Fourth Great Ninja War, he led the intelligence division, utilizing Shindenshin to control targets while allowing them to retain awareness, as well as reading memories, even forcing formidable opponents like Tobi to remain cautious. His abilities surpassed even Ino's, proving him to be the most powerful figure of his clan. The Sarutobi Clan is a prestigious family that has played an important role in supporting the Hidden Leaf since its earliest days. From the very founding of the village by Hashirama and Madara, the Sarutobi expressed their intent to join, and since then the clan has produced many talented shinobi, most notably the third Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen, along with generations of capable predecessors. The Sarutobi clan is not defined by a single signature trait, but its members are particularly skilled in fire release. Hiruzen used Fire Dragon Flame Bullet, Asuma combined Wind Release with Taijutsu, and Konohamaru mastered the Rasengan. This shows that the Sarutobi are not limited to one specialty, but instead excel through versatility, grounding their skills with fire release as a foundation. The pinnacle of this adaptability was Hiruzen, who had mastered nearly every jutsu within the village, earning him the title of the Professor. The strongest member of the clan is undoubtedly Sarutobi Hiruzen. This is an almost unanimous consensus. Even Iruka once called him the strongest Hokage in history. Hiruzen could wield all chakra natures at an advanced level, and even Orochimaru acknowledged his mastery of every jutsu in the village. Although he appeared weakened by old age in the original series, this only deepened fan curiosity. Just how powerful was Hiruzen in his prime? Some theories suggest his father, Sarutobi Sasuke, was also an exceptionally powerful ninja, though likely not stronger than Hiruzen. Sasuke was active during Tobirama's era, and had he been stronger, he might have been considered for the Hokage title himself. Thus, Prime Hiruzen remains widely regarded as the most powerful Hokage of his time. The Shimura Clan is another distinguished family, long considered an honorable and steadfast pillar in the village's history. In the original story, only Shimura Danzo is introduced, so the clan's broader traits remain unclear. However, based on Danzo's character and abilities, one might infer that the Shimura valued logical strategy, wind release, summoning techniques, and the ability to absorb or replicate the powers of others. For instance, Danzo wielded both the Sharingan and wood release. If the Sarutobi clan is defined by versatility and mastery across ninjutsu, then the Shimura complemented them through imitation and appropriation of power. This created a unique balance, Hiruzen working openly at the front lines, while Danzo operated in secrecy from the shadows, contrasting yet parallel roles. Since only Danzo appears in the series, he is by default the clan's strongest member. Living to the age of 73, and still able to battle Sasuke with the Mangekyo Sharingan, Danzo demonstrated fearsome strength. While many fans dislike him for his ruthless actions, it is undeniable that his convictions were unshakable. He was willing to sacrifice everything for the protection of the village. In the turbulent context of his era, such a belief may have been deemed necessary. The Inuzuka Clan is one of the most distinctive clans, known for its deep bond between humans and their canine partners. From a young age, members live and fight alongside their dogs, forging connections as close as family. Physically, they are recognizable by fang-like markings on their cheeks and their sharp, animalistic eyes. The clan's power revolves around teamwork with their canine companions. For example, Kiba uses the beast-human clone technique to take on a more feral appearance, enhancing his claws and fangs for close combat. His signature move, Fang over Fang, Gatsuga, involves spinning at high speed with Akamaru to tear through enemies. They can even fuse with their dogs to transform into a massive two-headed beast and unleash Wolf Fang over Fang. Garoga, powerful enough to shatter the resilient defenses of Sakon and Ukon in Part 1. Beyond offense, the Inuzuka also possess an extraordinary sense of smell, invaluable for reconnaissance and tracking. However, their reliance on their dogs is also a weakness. If the companion is incapacitated or separated, their fighting strength diminishes greatly. The strongest shinobi of the clan is Kiba Inuzuka. While fans often joke about him being Naruto's Yamcha, Kiba's power should not be underestimated. Garoga remains a devastating offensive weapon, and he has also demonstrated enhanced versions of Fang over Fang against formidable opponents. These feats alone earn him the title of the clan's strongest fighter. Of course, other members like Kiba's mother Tsume Inuzuka, or his sister Hana Inuzuka, who leads the village's veterinary corps, are strong contenders. They may even hold higher ranks and greater experience, but due to the lack of direct battle showcases on their part compared to Kiba's display of Garoga, Kiba remains the top choice. The Aburame Clan stands out for their unique combat style, based on symbiosis with insects. Members are often seen wearing sunglasses, adding to their air of mystery. They tend to be calm, reserved, and stoic, perhaps because of their constant communication with the parasitic insects living inside their bodies. Their main strength comes from the Kikaichu technique. From birth, Aburame children allow these chakra-eating insects to inhabit their bodies, feeding them chakra in exchange for obedience. These insects can attack, defend, split into clones, scout, disrupt, pursue, heal, or even detoxify poisons. In other words, they can fulfill nearly every role a shinobi might need. This makes the technique extremely versatile, almost like a cheat code in battle. The clan's strongest member is Shino Aburame. Though his father was an experienced jonin, Shino surpassed him thanks to his mastery of a rare breed of Kikaichu, bugs capable of devouring both chakra and flesh, growing to enormous sizes and being far harder to control than standard Kikaichu. While his father may have had more battlefield experience, based on the original story's portrayal, Shino is rightfully considered the most powerful shinobi of the Aburame clan. The Yuki clan once lived in the Land of Water and was famous for their ice-release Kekkei Genkai. The Hidden Mist Village has a notoriously dark history. Beyond the infamous Bloody Mist era, supplementary novels also reveal its long-standing class-based discrimination. In such a harsh environment, clans with rare and powerful abilities, like Ice Release, often became targets for extermination. Haku was one such tragic figure. His father, terrified of the clan's ice powers, murdered his wife, Haku's mother, and attempted to kill Haku as well. In self-defense, Haku retaliated, accidentally killing his father, and was left an orphan, forced to survive alone in a cruel world. This was just one of many tragedies suffered by the Yuki clan. The uniqueness of the clan lies in combining water release and wind release to form ice release. In battle, ice techniques often shine with speed and wide-area attacks. Haku, however, focused on speed and flexibility. His most iconic ability was demonic mirroring ice crystals, creating ice mirrors around his enemies and using reflections to move at near instantaneous speeds, allowing him to attack from all directions simultaneously, effectively mimicking teleportation. He also used Ice Dome technique to form protective barriers, proving that Ice Release could excel in offense, defense, and support alike, making it one of the rare, truly all-rounder abilities. In the original series, only Haku and his mother are shown. Since his parents were not shinobi, the strongest shinobi of the Yuki clan is unquestionably Haku. His tragic past gives profound weight to Gaara's famous words, "Even knowing it's evil, humans cannot defeat loneliness." Indeed, Haku's life was one steeped in sorrow and solitude. The Kaguya clan was a warlike bloodline, renowned for their perfect physiques and overwhelming battle prowess. It is suggested that they were connected to the Ōtsutsuki clan, particularly Kaguya Ōtsutsuki herself. The clues lie in their very name, their distinctive white hair with jagged bangs, and their unique ability to manipulate bones, all striking similarities. Their Kekkei Genkai, Shikotsunyaku, Dead Bone Pulse, wielded by Kimimaro, strongly mirrors Kaguya's bone manipulation powers. Members of this clan could fire bones from their fingertips like machine guns, weaponize their own skeletal structure for devastating taijutsu, or even form drill-like protrusions from their arms capable of piercing anything, as seen in Kimimaro's Dance of the Clematis, Flower. When hardening their bones, their defense was strong enough to withstand Gaara's sand coffin, proving formidable resilience. In his level 2 cursed seal form, Kimimaro could move freely through a forest of bone spears with Dance of the Seedling Fern, leaving even aerial fighters like Gaara cornered. However, as Orochimaru himself once remarked, the Kaguya clan were mad warriors, ferocious in combat but lacking reason. Their beast-like aggression and reckless nature proved to be their greatest flaw. Ultimately, this very recklessness led to their annihilation, when they rashly challenged the Hidden Mist and were completely wiped out. In the original series, no other members of the Kaguya were shown besides Kimimaro. Thus, it goes without saying that the strongest shinobi of the clan was Kimimaro himself. Orochimaru had once considered him the perfect vessel. During the Sasuke retrieval arc, Kimimaro was able to overwhelm Naruto without even tapping into the cursed seal. With just a partial release, he forced Rock Lee into a desperate situation. At full level 2 transformation, he nearly defeated Gaara outright. If not for his terminal illness, Kimimaro almost certainly would have won. All of this cements Kimimaro's position as the most powerful shinobi of the Kaguya clan. The Hōzuki clan was a prominent bloodline of the Hidden Mist, distinguished by their ability to liquefy their bodies. Their most notable technique is Suika no Jutsu, a secret water release jutsu that allows the user to dissolve their body into liquid form. While in this state, they were virtually immune to most physical attacks, reminiscent of Logia-type powers from One Piece. Liquefaction also granted them high versatility, slipping through the ground or walls for infiltration, or executing sudden ambushes. Variations of the technique included expanding their body for enhanced strength, creating giant water shields, and firing water bullets from their fingertips with water-release water gun. The main weakness of this ability was its vulnerability to lightning release. Suigetsu, for instance, could easily nullify physical strikes with his water body, but would suffer damage and paralysis if hit with lightning, almost guaranteeing defeat. Gengetsu, however, who could transform into an oil-like substance, was never depicted as having the same vulnerability. This suggests that the weakness may have applied specifically to Suigetsu's version. Undoubtedly, the strongest shinobi of the Hōzuki clan was Gengetsu Hōzuki. This is hardly debatable. He once held the title of Mizukage, the highest authority of the hidden mist. Gengetsu's terrifying fighting style involved combining mist-based genjutsu with his exploding water clone technique, making him an almost invincible foe. To defeat him, opponents had to destroy the mist's source. Otherwise, they could not even land a strike. Exceptional chakra sensing was also necessary to counter his techniques. Gengetsu even fought Mu, the user of the deadly hiding with camouflage technique, to a draw, something only another user of Mu's abilities should have been able to counter. This duel of equals underscores the terrifying might of Gengetsu, firmly establishing him as the Hōzuki clan's strongest member. The Fūma clan was known for wielding massive scythe-like weapons, with their name directly inspiring the iconic Fūma shuriken. In the original Naruto series, they appeared only briefly when Jiraiya first embarked on his journey, encountering a Fūma member who had once served as a vessel for pain. Because of this limited portrayal, little information is available about the clan, leaving fans curious about their true history. Surprisingly, Boruto provided additional details, revealing that the Fūma were actually a branch family of the Uchiha and currently serve within the prison guard forces. This connection is intriguing, especially since Sasuke himself once used a Fūma shuriken in combat, hinting at a subtle link between the two clans. Given that the Uchiha were traditionally tied to guarding Konoha, this affiliation raises the possibility that the Fūma too may possess Ōtsutsuki lineage. While their origins remain unclear, their current role in Konoha's prison forces places them firmly within the village's structure. In the manga, the only known member of the Fūma is the vessel once used by Nagato, making him the de facto strongest shinobi of the clan for now. However, given their potential ties to both the Uchiha and the Otsutsuki, the true history of the Fūma remains shrouded in mystery. It is possible that even stronger figures from their bloodline have yet to be revealed. The Hyuga clan is one of the most prestigious families representing the Hidden Leaf, famed for both their power and deep-rooted traditions. They are direct descendants of the Ōtsutsuki, possibly Kaguya herself, preserving both the bloodline and legacy. Many Hyuga possess the signature pale eyes, seemingly detached from negative emotions. In the past, the clan was divided into two branches, the Soke, main branch, and the Bunke, branch family. The Bunki were bound by fate to serve the Soke, prohibited from standing out, reflecting the clan's rigid traditions across generations. Their defining trait is, of course, the Byakugan, one of the three great dojutsu. This ability grants near 360 degrees vision, the power to see through walls across kilometers, and to perceive chakra pathways as well as its point of origin. Striking an opponent at the exact chakra point could disable them almost instantly. However, Byakugan is less effective at long range, as it specializes in close combat. Another weakness lies in the blind spot at the back of the head, a detail Neji famously exploited during the Sasuke retrieval arc, creating an unforgettable moment. The strongest shinobi of the Hyuga clan is undoubtedly Neji Hyuga. With his skills, achievements, and raw power, Neji far surpassed many of his peers, including Kiba. Although not always shown in battle, it is implied that Neji had mastered the clan's secret techniques, such as the 8 trigrams. During the incident when the Hyuga were threatened by the Hidden Cloud, Neji was said to have defeated the cloud's leader in an instant. Even more impressively, in the 4th Great Ninja War, Neji managed to block the Ten Tails' attacks using 8 trigrams air palm rotation, all before receiving Naruto's chakra, which meant his power at the time was entirely his own. While other members of the clan certainly held potential, at just 18 years old, Neji still stands out as the strongest shinobi of the Hyuga clan. The Hidden Waterfall Village and the Hidden Leaf were longtime allies, with the Senju Clan and their descendants, the Uzumaki Clan, playing pivotal roles in this bond. The village of Uzushio, also called the Village of Longevity, was renowned for the extraordinary vitality of its people. Naruto himself inherited the life force and energy of Asura, which also blessed the Uzumaki clan. Interestingly, their long, vibrant hair was often said to reflect the extent of their strength. The Uzumaki were also famed for their powerful sealing techniques. For example, shinobi like Shinra mastered techniques such as adamantine sealing chains, Kongo Fusa. Minato, Naruto's father, also learned many sealing arts from Konoha's Uzumaki heritage. However, their fearsome mastery of Fuinjutsu caused other nations to view them as a threat, leading to the eventual destruction of Uzushio. Survivors were scattered across the world, making the clan incredibly rare. The strongest shinobi of the Uzumaki clan is unquestionably Naruto Uzumaki. Bearing the legacy of his parents, Naruto rose to become the 7th Hokage. He achieved perfect harmony with Kurama, wielding the Kurama mode to its fullest potential. Beyond that, recognized by countless people and as the reincarnation of Asura, Naruto attained the Six-Path Sage mode, cementing him as one of the most powerful figures in the entire series. The Uchiha clan are the descendants of Indra, carrying pure blood and renowned for their exceptional combat prowess. Most Uchiha members are extraordinarily powerful shinobi, marked by their black eyes, spiky hair, and natural-born talent. However, their strength is deeply tied to emotion. When they lose a loved one, they often become consumed by grief and hatred. These negative emotions give rise to a special kind of chakra that affects 4 nerves in the brain, awakening the Sharingan. When subjected to emotional trauma or the death of someone close, the Mangekyo Sharingan manifests, granting access to powerful techniques such as Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu, or Kamui. The harsh shinobi path led many astray, and today, the Uchiha clan survives only through Sasuke and his daughter, Sarada. Before this, they were nearly wiped out, and whether the clan can be restored in the future remains uncertain. When it comes to the strongest Uchiha, debates often center around Sasuke and Madara. In the story, Madara once fought on equal footing with Sasuke and Naruto when both had received Hagoromo's power. Therefore, in a direct comparison, Madara is clearly stronger. Some argue that Madara's strength came only from harnessing the Nine Tails, whereas Sasuke advanced his Sharingan on his own, making him truly powerful. However, I believe that even factoring in the Nine Tails, Madara's strength is undeniable and deserves recognition. The Ōtsutsuki clan originated from a distant realm, recognizable by their pale skin, horn-like protrusions, and Byakugan chakra. In the original Naruto, their true motives were left vague, making them appear as final bosses that emerged unexpectedly. But in Boruto, their history and goals are explored in greater depth, enriching the Naruto story. Their objective is to harvest chakra from living beings and refine it into divine power. They feed clan members to the Ten Tails, transforming it into a chakra fruit. This fruit absorbs planetary energy, creating a chakra vessel that moves to another world, repeating the process to achieve godhood. Within this system, Kaguya arrived on Naruto's world alongside another clan member, but betrayed them, gifting chakra to humanity, thus giving rise to shinobi and ninjutsu. As a result, powerful clans like Senju, Uchiha, Hyuga, and Uzumaki all trace their roots back to the Ōtsutsuki. All Ōtsutsuki possess Byakugan chakra. Some, like Kaguya, also wielded the Sharingan and Rinnegan, while others harnessed reincarnation chakra, or even the Black Rinnegan. Their might lies not only in their jutsu, but also in overwhelming physical strength. They master advanced techniques such as space-time travel, jutsu nullification, and resurrection. However, to create a chakra fruit, they must sacrifice living members of their own clan. This is why they invade in pairs, often leading to internal power struggles. Still, thanks to karma, they can resurrect even after being devoured. Striving for perfection, the Otsutsuki take immense pride in their supremacy, so it is unsurprising when one sacrifices their partner in order to ascend. The strongest member of the Otsutsuki is Kaguya Ōtsutsuki. Including Boruto, there exists one figure who surpasses even the goddess Kaguya. She commands the Rinnegan, Sharingan, and Byakugan, wielding cheat-like powers capable of rewriting entire dimensions. Unless forcibly exiled to another realm, her victory is virtually assured. Beyond that, she can weaponize her own bones with the deadly Ashbone technique and create the all-killing truth-seeking orbs that blanket the battlefield. Her overwhelming power required Team 7, along with others, to work together just to seal her away. Without doubt, Kaguya stands as the strongest Otsutsuki. And you, what clan in Naruto impressed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd also love to hear debates about which character you believe is truly the strongest in their clan. I'll continue making Naruto videos, so don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video.